So welcome guys back to another video in the channel. We are doing the match preview and predicted lineup for Arsenal's trip to Old Trafford. Now first of all, we're looking at the midweek results of the two sides. Arsenal have beaten Dundalk from 3-0. If you haven't watched my player ratings and match reaction video, watch that. It is the last video on my channel. But however, for Manchester United, it was a very good win for them. It was a comfortable 5-0 win, just a casual 5-0 win over RB Leipzig. And I think Arsenal should be scared because yes, this game is always open. You know, it's always been open. It's always been one of those fixtures in the competition where it's always been an open game. But I think we have to be wherefore of United because they are doing very well at the moment. Yes, they have been very inconsistent this season, but Mason Greenwood, Marcus Rashford with the hat-trick, and Anthony Martial did get 5 goals for United in a 5-0 win over RB Leipzig. Having a look at the Premier League next of all, in the table, Arsenal do sit 11th and Manchester United do sit 15th. But remember, Man United, they have played a game less, so if they win this, they do go above Arsenal. And Arsenal, we do have to get a move on. We can't be losing 4 games in 7. You know, that is a very bad record to start the season with. And we do sit in 11th, mid-table at the moment. So we really need to get a move on at the moment. We do have 9 points of 6 games, and Manchester United have 7 points in 5 games. And United in their last Premier League game, they did actually draw 0-0 to Chelsea in quite a boring result. In our last Premier League game, we did lose 1-0 to Leicester City in quite an embarrassing result in a game in which we really should have won the game. Now again, it's United. We have to turn up in this game, you know. Mikel Arteta, a lot of criticism has been going around with him lately. I've criticised him a lot. But again, even if he wins this game, it's not going to change a lot of things because, you know, we could easily turn up against United and beat them. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we do that. I've said this quite a bit as well in my Premier League videos and in my match reactions as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we go and beat Manchester United on Sunday, but it won't change anything unless we do see real change. You know, players like Joe Willock in the creative area could be quite key for us, but I don't think Arteta will put the faith in him to start the game against Manchester United. However, you know, Unai Emery, he would put the risk in players like Joe Willock to play the game against United, to give us that bit of creativity and to just slot him in there. I wouldn't start him either, to be honest, because of that same reason. He hasn't played many minutes this season, and I will be going with a different 2 in the midfield because I do think we will stick with the back 3 because when we did switch to the back 4, when we do switch to a back 4, we do look quite shaky. Obviously, we didn't against Dundalk because it's Dundalk, but when we do switch to it, you know, against Rapid Vienna, we struggled because we got 3 mistakes and they even scored from one of them. But even against Leicester City, when we do start playing a bit more from the front at the back, we do see a lot of mistakes and a lot of gaps appearing, and that's where Leicester City did find their goal from in the 80th minute. So we do have to be very wary, and I think we have to play very smart in that respect. And I want to see Aubameyang down the middle. I don't want to see any of this Sabah's playing right wing back, Xhaka playing left back. Play players in their positions, and we could have a real go here because, you know, if you look at a potential combined 11, I think it would be pretty equal. I'm not going to do a combined. I might do a combined 11. We'll have to see about that, but you know, it's a very equal game. You know, Manchester United versus Arsenal. We haven't won away to a top 6 side in 29 games. This would be the 30th, I'm pretty sure, if we don't win. The last time we did win away to a top 6 side was Manchester City in 2015. And yeah, we have played Anfield this season. We played at the Etihad this season. We've lost at both grounds. So this doesn't have to be something that has to be hanging over us. We have to really fix our ways and hopefully get the win at Old Trafford. Now, we haven't won at Old Trafford since 2006 in a game in which Emmanuel Adebayor scored a winner for us in the 70th of minute or something like that. So we are going to get straight into the predicted lineup for this game. Starting off in goal, Bernd Leno. It is pretty obvious he's our starting goalkeeper. Runarsson played against Dundalk. I thought he looked pretty strong, but again, it's Dundalk. I'm not going to brace him off that. I want to see him play all the Europa League games now to the end of the group stages, even more if we do get smaller teams. Bernd Leno is our number 1 keeper, and we have to put the faith in him. Moving into our 3 at the back, we do have a lot of problems in that centre-back area. So first of all, on the right-sided centre-back, I will go with Squadron Mustafi. Now, Mustafi did actually play 60 minutes against Dundalk. He did come off, which just suggests he is going to start this game pretty much indefinitely, which is why I put him in the side. He really needs to improve his game. You know, just don't make stupid mistakes. Just play the easy pass. Again, it's not something I normally encourage, but these are average footballers. If they're doing more than they can, they will get exposed, and that is the least we want at the moment. So I will go Squadron Mustafi. In the middle of the centre-back, I will go with Gabriel Magalhaes. Gabriel, he got rested in the game against Rapid Vienna, didn't play, rightly so, because he played 90 minutes against Rapid Vienna, then he played 90 minutes against, the game before Rapid Vienna he played 90 minutes, and then the game against Rapid Vienna played 90 minutes, and then again on Leicester he played 90 minutes. So you need to give players rests, and I think that's something Mikel Arteta has said during his press conferences, and we have to be playing him in this game as well. He is probably our best centre-back at the moment. In the left side of centre-back, it hurts to say, but I will go with Kieran Tierney. I don't want to put him in centre-back, but I kind of have to. I don't really have any other option, do I? I'm not going to put Kalaza crap in there. So, yeah, we have to go with Kieran Tierney. Hopefully he can get the job done for us in that area. I don't want to get to this point where I'm having to put Tierney at centre-back, but, you know, it's just we don't have any more options there, because unless we play Saliba, but I don't think we'll play Saliba. But if we do play Saliba, then he'd probably start in there. But I doubt Mikel Arteta would play Saliba at Old Trafford. That would be a very weird way to get him going, wouldn't it? Very hard way, but I will go with Tierney. Moving into the wing-back roles, first of all, on the right-hand side, Hector Bellerin. Hector Bellerin, he's been alright, to be honest. He hasn't been the worst. He hasn't been the greatest either ever since the Liverpool game in which I hammered him. But hopefully he can get the job done for us. Hopefully he can cross the ball in this game. And hopefully he doesn't get exposed by Marcus Rashford or Anthony Martial. So moving into left wing back, I'll go with Bukayo Saka. I think we do need a lot of creativity in this game. Saka does bring a lot of energy as well, and I think that is something we really need. And defensively, he's quite good as well. With Tierney covering him, he should be alright, which is why I'll go with Saka. Moving into the midfield too, first of all, I will go with Dani Ceballos. He did play the last half an hour against Dundalk. Hopefully that will give him a few more minutes ready to start this game. Again, we will need creativity, which is why I'll go with him. Next to him, I will go with Thomas Partey. Partey, I think, again, he was rested in the game against Dundalk, because, you know, he did play 90 minutes against Rapid Vienna, another 90 against Leicester City. So again, important to rotate, important to rest, and hopefully he is firing and ready for this game as well to boss the midfield versus Manchester United. We do really need a top performance from Thomas Partey. You know, these are the games where you have to look at Thomas Partey and say to him, you know, this is why we paid the big bucks for you. You know, you have to show yourself in these games, and you have to control the midfield, and hopefully we can see that from Thomas Partey in this game. And I'm very intrigued to see how he does in one of these big games against a big team away from home. Moving into the front three, I've made some changes here, but first of all, on the right hand side, I will go with Nicolas Pepe. He did play quite a bit of the game against Dundalk, but he did come off in the last sort of half an hour of the game, which does suggest he could be starting this game. He scored a pretty good goal against Dundalk, so that would get his confidence up. And he has, you know, he scored against Manchester United in the last game he played against them. I thought he played really well. He had Luke Shaw on ropes, to be honest, in that whole game. And with, I think Alex Telles is out with COVID-19, so I think Luke Shaw will still be playing, and hopefully Nicolas Pepe can do what he always does against Luke Shaw, twist him inside and outside and inside and outside, and that could be one path for creativity down the right hand side. Nicolas Pepe, he's quite inconsistent at times. You know, you can get bad performances, you can get really good performances, but one thing he does have, even if he's playing bad, is that he'll get onto his left foot and whip one into the top corner. He has that in his game, even though he's playing bad, and I think that's one of the reasons we have to keep putting him in the team and keep playing him. On the left hand side, I will go with Willian. Willian did actually play the last sort of 30 minutes against Dundalk, and I do expect him to start this game. You know, he has had a few injury problems over the last few weeks, but he has got a few minutes here and there, and hopefully he is ready to start this game. In the centre of attack, I will go with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Now, Aubameyang, I want to see him down the centre now. I've had enough of this playing out on the left, because at the moment, this season, it's not working. It might have worked last season for a while, but this season, it's clearly not working, and we do need to change things up and put him down the middle. Mikel Arteta himself has, suggested that he could be played as that number 9 down the middle, and we have to blame him in that position, because I think it's just not working where Lacazette gets too drawn out into the midfield, and then, you know, we just don't create enough. You know, there's no runner down the middle, and it's always trying to get one to Aubameyang down the left, and it's just not working at the moment. And Aubameyang gets very isolated when he does get the ball. He's not in an option to shoot, where as in the centre, if you're playing down the centre, you always have an option to shoot, and I think that is something Aubameyang doesn't have at the moment, which is why he's not taking as many shots as he normally does, and I think that is very much affecting his game. And I think putting him down the middle for this one would very much help him. You know, I think putting Willian at the left and then Pepe at the right, I think that's something we've not really tried this season, and I think it's something worth trying because both players have a lot of pace and a lot of directness, and that's something we really need to drive out that Manchester United defence, because that's one area of the pitch where United are very weak, and one area probably where we are probably better than them defensively. We could be better than them, and I think that's somewhere we just need to attack at them. And I just don't think, you know, Lacazette will bring directness to the game, whereas those three players up front, Willian, Aubameyang and Pepe in that order, will bring it to that game, and I think that will be very crucial for us. So that is it for my predicted lineup for this huge game against Manchester United at Old Trafford. Again, you just can't call this one, because which Arsenal's going to turn up? Is it the Arsenal that will play boring sideways football, backwards, leftwards, not forwards, not creating enough, and we end up losing the game to a sucker punch? Or is it going to be the Arsenal that create lots of chances and the Arsenal that create 20 against Dundalk, and we end up winning the game convincingly, because we sometimes do that against Manchester United? So leave your thoughts and predictions in the comment section down below. Do you agree or disagree with my predicted 11? What would you change? What would you keep? Would you start Lacazette? Would you even start Joe Willock? Would you start Nketiah? Would you start even Nelson because he played well against Dundalk? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.